Hello, Oakwood artist. It is Tuesday, June 16th, 2020. It is our 36th day of sketching together. Welcome back. It's been beautiful outside, so hopefully you've been doing some art and getting out or looking out and enjoying the beautiful weather. Okay, yesterday we drew something with wheels. I had talked about going back in and refining it, maybe even starting over and drawing it. I decided to just stick with what I had, add orange for my Volkswagen Beetle to make it my own, like the Volkswagen Beetle that I had. And I was gonna change the tires too, and then I thought this whole thing looks a little bit like a cartoon, out of proportion, and it really was just about creating that memory for me. So I decided to stick with it and not recreate it. I find I don't have a lot of time to recreate my drawings, so I wanted to just keep going and stick with that. So I finished that up. There's my draw thing with wheels, and today we are working with prompt number 38. And today's prompt number 38 is today draw something from your day. So there are so many things that take up our day, right? So many things that fill our day to make it 24 hours. But today in particular, yesterday I should say, yesterday in particular, I had a very rough start to the day. And so when I think about my day yesterday, I think about my girls because they were very helpful to me when I was having a tough time. And so I have these photographs that I took of them. For years they would dress up as superheroes. They haven't dressed up as superheroes in a while, but I love when they did, or love when they do dress up as superheroes. So I wanted to work on them because these little kids to me are big superheroes. And so here they are, both dressed on two separate images. So yeah, they're two separate images, canvas images that hang in my living room. And if you came on over to my house, you'd see nothing but photographs of my girls everywhere, because they really, are the dreams of my life, I should say. So I'm going to draw them today. So I wanted to really kind of focus on the art of comics, thinking of them as these big superheroes coming from comics. They're dressed there as Batgirl. And so I've started one already. I started Bronte. Here she is, this one right here. And I realize I've never drawn her before. Oops, and my image is going to get a little bit overexposed. So I just laid her out there. I put a square around her, or a very stylized square, because I really wanted to capture that idea of a superhero comic character. So while we're on camera today, I'm going to do something a little bit different with the camera. I'm going to pick it up and hold it over top of the image as I work on this. And then I'm hoping I'll have time to at least start Zoe's. She's looking at you right back there with her one eye. I'm hoping that I have time to start Zoe's as well on camera. So I'm going to move the camera so you can see the work I'm doing above, and I'm going to hold the camera with my left hand as I work. And I'm hoping this all works out. Okay, so I'm going to bring the camera above me here and see how it works as I'm working. Okay, you can see you're going to get a lot of shadow, but that's okay for the moment. I'm going to move my image of Bronte, and you're going to get the shadows on my hands. I'm going to try to get this somewhere. There you go. Okay, I'm going to really focus on her eyes, and I've talked about eyes before, that if we take a close-up photograph of someone's eyes, we can actually see what's reflected in these. Now, I don't have my glasses on tonight, but I can see there are things reflected in her eyes. So there's lots of light reflected, and I'm sure if I could zoom in, the room is reflected in her eyes, as well as myself as I took those photos of the girls. So I'm seeing lots of light reflected. I'm not going to worry about what's really there. I'm just going to put some light reflected, and I'm also going to draw some lines in her eyes, in the iris of her eyes. Again, I'm drawing sideways here and not getting a good look at what I'm drawing, so you're getting the better view. And I'm probably not paying real close attention to the details of her. I'm just going to try to get the essence of her right now. And I really want to fill in that mask with a lot of black. So it's actually the mask is very sparkly. Has glitter that doesn't fall off. It's just a glitter that's in place. It's the some kind of coating on the black mask. So I wonder what kind of things you're thinking about from your day today. I know the day is just getting started, but I know some of you have some routines and some hobbies that you put into your everyday life. So maybe you're thinking about that. I know some of you go biking, some of you hike, some of you love to read the newspaper. I know some residents who love to do the word searches. Those are things you could incorporate into a really cool image. I said the other day, you don't really need the best art supplies. You could even work from a newspaper. I could tear up a newspaper or the crossword of a newspaper and incorporate it into a collage in my sketchbook here. Speaking of sketchbooks, people are still requesting them. I think I have 15 more sketchbooks, maybe 12 more sketchbooks. So if you haven't received a sketchbook yet and you would like one, please let me know. Or if you have a friend at Oakwood who you think would love to have a sketchbook, please let me know. Sometimes when I'm going through the Oakwood, the book, I can't think of what the book is called, where all of our photos, all the photos of the residents are in the book, kind of the yearbook. I look at what were your interests, maybe what was your career and what was your hobbies. And sometimes I come across someone who might have been a graphic designer or an artist or an architect, or in their hobbies, drawing and painting might be there. Now, does that mean that captures all of the artists? Absolutely not, because every single one of you is an artist. Whether you have listed it as your hobby or have talked about it as a hobby, or if you did it as a career, that doesn't make us an artist, right? Being human and being creative is what makes us an artist. So I can read those and figure out who from the start would like art, but not know everyone who would be willing to take a chance at art. And there are many of you. And some of you might be tuning in new today and realizing, hey, I could give that a try. It's all it is making lines, making shadow, and making an illusion. Okay, so there I am. I realize if I'm going to get Zoe started, I better focus on this. Stop talking like I do so much. So there's Bronte so far. Okay, I'm going to put the camera back, and then I'm going to start Zoe. So I'm going to put the camera right here, back where we started, and I'm going to pull out Zoe's image. But for this, I think what I'm going to do, well, she's not looking so bad. She's looking okay. Doesn't quite look like her. I think I need to work on her lips a lot, make her face look a little more 4-year-old like. And now I'm going to move to Zoe, who would have been 2 in this image. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to move Zoe over here where you can't see her up camera, and I'm going to draw right here. Okay, so I'm just going to get her started. I'm going to move to the side. Okay, so I think I'm just going to get her really laid out really quickly here. And then I'm going to leave you to your drawing. And I'm going to bring this back tomorrow complete. And maybe you could send me some of your images as well. Remember, 230-4324. And Jennifer.Bethel at oakwoodvillage.net. Okay, happy art making, and I will see you tomorrow.